All right, just wanted to say a big thank you to all of our wonderful performers who came out for Diversity Night.
Before we wrap up, we have one more person with something to say. Mike, you ready?
When a black person and a white person have a child, what race is produced? Mixed, you would say. Mixed with what? What are you? It's a pretty gray area, if you ask me. A gray area. We find black and white to combine and mix over the line that draws a history of slavery and segregation. No, really, what is your race? I'm human. However, I'll sum it up this way. I am the yin and yang. I live a life of balance. I am racially ambiguous. My life is a code switch. I am a mural painted with the colors of indifference, to say the least. My mixed thoughts are to the T of my ambigu. I represent the hue of my mother and father. May he rest in peace. Now, there's a problem, a gray area. I'm the problem. I usually back down from an opportunity to express my perspective, or I choose to lighten up when I'm told I'm doing too much. Black down, whiten up. Despite the roughness, it takes fortitude, mental toughness to be in my position. I fight, throw hooks, one left, one right. To you, I am too black, too white. I must stand in my own world without always having to fight. My fellow white community, picking a side is ridiculous, and picking your side is even more. No, let me explain to you why I can't. I shall write it down, I shall speak, and I shall not lighten up. Do I fit in now, black community? All you ever tell me to do is tighten up. I can sip on a little boozy with my alpha amigos, but never outside or wipe me down or pipe it up. Aw, lighten up, yo. We still consider you one of us. Kinda, sorta. You sorta kinda don't hear what I'm saying. All I ever hear you say is lighten up, like the color of your skin. You don't fit in suddenly. Michael, you should just learn to bite the dust. I receive so much discrimination each day that when I try to write it down, I still can't even write enough. I still to this day have black folk calling me white, but for the white folk, my skin just really isn't white enough. It's a pretty gray area for me. But when the cop pulls me over, they don't think I'm white then. When the officer detains me for resisting arrest, if I said I was half white, would he spare my life then? All right then. When the professor pops the question about race and I'm the only mixed person in the room to answer the question, what's the difference between black and African American? As the room goes silent, as my white classmates are victims of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, knowing that those who answer incorrectly could be in huge trouble of losing their... That's only how the black kids feel when the cop pulls them over to have you shot dead from posing a threat as you looked a little older, posing a threat as your hand reaches down to what might be a gun or a 5-leaf clover, not 4, 5 feet away. Mr. Officer, my hands are up, I'm not walking any closer. Compared to white kids coming from families who don't care if they drive Range Rovers back from the places they left not sober to their big houses and don't discuss race relations in their homes because that period of history is over. I'm over it. There's more to the story on both sides, right? As logical as we can get, I describe to you gray, a mixture of black and white. This black is the absorption of all color and light, but we see lonely distance from other colors. For black, there was only black, yet white, the reflection of all colors, and then light, and then why can they never seem to be accepting of all colors except white? I'm sorry, we're past that. On to now, we're up until my senior year of high school. They didn't have a box to check for my racial identity, because a person like me of mixed races couldn't represent a bridge conjoining two entities, for the life of me. White people think I'm some sort of funky creation, a sight to see. Black people think I have the best of both worlds, but living with your discrimination and not fitting into your culture isn't an easy life for me. People think because of my curly hair, light brown skin that the sun is always shining bright for me. Sadly, I think the only people who see it from my point of view, my angle, my story, are those that share the same life as me. I empathize your lives every single day. How come no one can empathize the life of me? And then I look at people like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my alpha brother. You fight for little black children and white children, but would you fight for me? Of course you would fight for me, because I'm the product of your dreams of integration and harmony. I'm grateful you gave your life for me, and you, and everyone. We are on the same team, on a bridge to a better tomorrow. That light you see at the end of the tunnel, we shall transcend all. That burden doesn't frighten me, because I can't change the color of my skin, whether I'm Kira's son or John's son. I'm just Michael. To those of you who understand, thank you. Now it's your turn to enlighten me. To those of you who still don't understand, my world is just a gray area. I guess your world is just too black and white for me.
Michael, are you sure you don't want to say anything?
Nah, I'm good.